Namaste, Assalamu alaikum and greetings everyone. I am Laksh Kumar in front of you with a new and informative topic. So welcome back in a new and interesting video. So before starting this video, I would like to tell you that if you love this video, so you can like this video, and if you want these more videos, so you can also subscribe my YouTube channel and can also press the bell icon. So now let's start. So I would like to start this video with these amazing lines. कभी भी एक शख्स बनकर ना जियो बल्कि एक शख्सियत बनकर जियो, क्योंकि एक शख्स तो मर जाता है मगर एक शख्सियत हमेशा ज़िंदा रहती है. The personality of Khoja family and the son of Janab Punja. The personality is also known as the future leader of Muslims and got an amazing title of Qaid-e-Azam, which means a great and an influential leader. His name is Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was born on 25th of December 1876 in Karachi. And it is a fact that the word Jinnah means tall, slim, smart and intelligent in Gujarati language. Now let's come on its education life. So he had his early education at Sindh Madrasa Karachi and later in Christian Mission High School Karachi, from where he was matriculated. At the age of 16 years, he sailed to England and in England he joined Lincoln's Inn University for the higher education in law, and from there he qualified himself for the bar. At the same year, he also started the legal practice of law, and a year later, he was shifted to the Bombay to find a wider field for his talents. In a short period of time, he emerged himself as the leading member of Bombay Bar Council. This was his educational life. Now let's come on his political life. So after becoming the leading member of Bombay Bar Council, Muhammad Ali Jinnah joined the Indian National Congress, and after joining the Indian National Congress in 1910, he was elected as the member of Imperial Legislative Council. Although his parliamentary career was for the equal rights for everyone in the subcontinent, and in 1913 he joined the All India Muslim League. His great work was to bring Hindus and Muslims, these both communities, closer and fought for their freedom and independence, and that's why he is also known as the ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity. So after that, he arranged the two communities. Which two communities? Congress and the All India Muslim League. He arranged the two communities in a city Lucknow, where an agreement was signed. That agreement is known as Lucknow Pact, where an agreement was signed by the Congress and the All India Muslim League. Then in 1920, Jinnah left the Indian National Congress and started putting efforts on the Hindu-Muslim unity. After that, the Motilal Nehru, who was the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, after some time, Motilal Nehru reported Qaid-e-Azam, in which he mentioned the dominant status of India and the basic rights of Congress. After getting it by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he mentioned the 14 famous points against the Nehru report in 1929 in March for the Muslim rights, and these points were passed during the session of All India Muslim League held at Delhi. Now let's learn that what are these 14 points. So these 14 points were the point number 1 for the formation of the future constitution. So for learning this point, we have to learn that what is constitution. A constitution is a set of rules, or you can say it is a set of laws, or it is a document on which a whole country runs. So the point is that the form of the future constitution should be federal, with the residuary powers vested in the provinces. In this point, he is trying to explain us that the form of the future constitution means the future constitution should be federal. Now we have to learn that what is federal. Federal means of one city which is running the whole country, or of one person which is running the whole country. Means the whole country is dependent on one thing, that is the federal system. So the form of the future constitution should be federal, with the residuary powers vested in the provinces. The second point is for uniformity. What is uniformity? Uniformity means similarity. Let's learn the point. All provinces should be given an equal measure of autonomy, an equal uniform measure of autonomy. In this point, he has written that every province should get an equal right of uniformity. Means the thing which is done in one province, that thing will be done in every province, or the right which is given to one province, that right will be given to every province. That is what the uniformity. The third point is of equality. Let's learn the point. All legislatures in the country and other elected bodies shall be constituted on the definite principle of adequate and effective representation of minorities in every province without reducing the majority in any province to a minority or equality. In this point, he had written that there should be equality. Now see, in a province, there are two communities. One community is in majority and in other community is in minority. So the rights which majority is getting, that right should be given to a minority, and there will not that system that a community which is in minority, we are replacing that community in majority and we are exchanging the majority into minority. That will be not the case. The point is trying to say that the rights which majority is getting, so minority should also get that rights. And the fourth point is of Muslim representation. Let's learn that what this point is trying to say. In the central legislature, Muslim representation shall not be less than 1/3. For learning this point, we have to learn that what is this central legislature. Central legislature means the center of the country, means the federal city of the country, which is Islamabad. So in the central legislature, Muslim representation shall not be less than 1/3. The fifth point is for right of election. Election ka hak. Representation of communal groups shall continue to be by means of separate electorate. At present, it shall be open to any community at any time to abandon its separate electorate in favor of joint electorate. In this point, he had written that every community in any province has a right of election because they have a right to take these posts like MNAs, MPAs or CMs or PMs. So they have a right of election. The sixth point is of care of Muslim majority. Let's see that what the point is saying. Any territorial distribution that might at any time be necessary shall not in any way affect the Muslims majority in Punjab, Bengal and NWFP provinces. What is NWFP provinces? In today's modern Pakistan, it is KPK, and before Pakistan, it was NWFP provinces. So in this point, he had written any territorial distribution means the partition of the provinces shall not affect the Muslims majority in Punjab, Bengal and NWFP provinces. Now the seventh point is for religious liberty. Religious liberty. In this point, he had written that full religious liberty shall be guaranteed to all communities. Every community has a full religious liberty. They want to go to their worship places, so they can go. They want to worship their gods, so they can worship. Means they have a freedom. So this is called religious liberty. The eighth point is of resolution, the formation of resolution. Let's see what point is saying. No bill or resolution shall be passed in any legislature if 3/4 of the members of any community in that body oppose the bill. This point is saying that no any bill or resolution or reform should be passed in any legislature if the 3/4 of the member of any community oppose the bill. मीन्स उस बिल के खिलाफ जाएं अगर 3/4 मेंबर किसी भी कम्युनिटी के. एंड द नाइन्थ पॉइंट इज ऑफ सिंध सेपरेशन. लेट्स सी व्हाट द पॉइंट इज सेइंग. Sindh should be separated from the Bombay to a province. In ancient times, Sindh was included in the Bombay. Means it was a city of the Bombay. So Quaid-e-Azam mentioned here that the Sindh should be separated from the Bombay to a province. मतलब सिंध को बॉम्बे से अलग किया जाए और एक प्रोविंस बनाया जाए. The 10th point is of equality in provinces. Provinces में equality. Let's see what point is saying. Reforms should be introduced in the NWFP and Balochistan on the same footings as in the other provinces. In ancient time, the Balochistan and NWFP provinces were not that much developed. So he is trying to say that the reforms should be equal. Means the reforms should be on the same footings as in the other provinces. The 12th point is saying that constitution should not affect Muslim. Let's see that what that point is saying. Muslims should be given an adequate share in all services having due regard to the requirement of efficiency. In this point, this personality is trying to say that the facilities which are given to the other communities, that facilities should be given to Muslims also, means there should be equality. This point is also for equality. The 13th point is of the Muslim representation. This is also for Muslim representation. Let's see what the point is saying. 1/3 representation shall be given to Muslims in both central and provincial cabinets. In central and provincial cabinets, central means the federal one and provincial means the provinces one. So in both cabinets, which central and federal, or central and provincial, in both cabinets, Muslim representation shall be given 1/3. 1/3 representation shall be given to the Muslims in both central and provincial cabinets, because they were in majority in Pakistan, obviously. So the last point is change of constitution. How the constitution will be changed. The point says that no change shall be made in the constitution without the consent of the provinces. Consent means mercy, उनकी इजाज़त, उनकी permission. No change shall be made in the constitution. There will be no any change in the constitution without the consent of the provinces, without the permission of all provinces. These were the 14 famous points written by Quaid-e-Azam against the Nehru Report in 1929 in March during the session of All India Muslim League held at Delhi. Now let's move further. So after the Nehru Report, there was again an agreement which is known as the Round Table Conference, and in this agreement both communities, the Congress and the All India Muslim League, both communities discussed about their rights and about their facilities which they have to get. So they discussed about that, and after that there was an election. So after organizing the All India Muslim League, Jinnah gave his manifesto. What is manifesto? Manifesto is the promise which is done before election by the leading member of the party. So Jinnah gave his manifesto, which is the promise before election, and 109 Muslim seats won, means about 22% out of 192 Muslim seats, and that election was the only reason of coming of Muslims in the map of subcontinent. Remember this election was only reason of coming of Muslims in the map of subcontinent. So now after that they get a good chance, and they demanded a separate homeland to live. And after the hard work and struggle of so many influential personalities, finally the British ruler Mountbatten accepted this and allowed Muslims to live in a separate homeland. This was possible because of so many influential personalities, from which Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah was one of them. He guided the nation perfectly at every step and helped them to get a free Pakistan. Now let's learn the background and the problems, the difficulties which were faced by this personality. So before Lord Mountbatten, Britishers denied for Pakistan, but on that time this personality had already announced that there is no any power on earth which can undo Pakistan. So these words tells us about his trust on God and his love with his nation. Now let's learn his last speech, because we had done his biography. Now only his last speech is remaining. So his last speech, which was given on 11th of August 1947 for an inclusive and impartial government, rule of law, equality and religious freedom, in which he said that आप सब आज़ाद हैं अपने मंदिरों में जाने के लिए, आप सब आज़ाद हैं अपनी मस्जिदों में जाने के लिए और किसी भी और इबादतगाह में जाने के लिए। इस मुमलकत पाकिस्तान में आपका ताल्लुक़ किसी भी मज़हब, ज़ात या अक़ीदे से हो, मुमलकत का से कोई सरदिकार नहीं। आप देखेंगे कि वक्त गुज़रने के साथ साथ हिंदू हिंदू नहीं रहेंगे और मुसलमान मुसलमान नहीं रहेंगे। मज़हबी मानों में नहीं, क्योंकि ये हर एक फ़र्द का ज़ाती मसला है, बल्कि सियासी मानों में वो सब लोग एक ही रियासत के शहरी होंगे। And this speech also and the wording which he used in this speech tells us that what kind of Pakistan this personality needs. Now everything is done, and only the few last moments of his life are remaining. So let's learn that. So Quaid-e-Azam was died because of deadly disease tuberculosis, and the most interesting thing is that he told no one about this disease. जब उनको पता चला कि इनको ट्यूबरकुलोसिस है तो उन्होंने किसी को भी इस डिजीज़ के बारे में नहीं बताया, क्योंकि if he tells, so maybe Britishers will never give us Pakistan, और अगर ये बता भी देते, अगर ब्रिटिशर्स में पाकिस्तान दे भी देते, तो जो पब्लिक होती उनके चेहरे पे एक उदासी छा जाती. एंड ही डोंट वांट्स टू सेलिब्रेट द फर्स्ट इंडिपेंडेंस डे ऑफ द कंट्री सैडली. एंड दिस ऑल्सो tells about his love with his nation and the country and trust on God. So now everything is done. I hope that you had loved this video and enjoyed a lot. If you like that video, so please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. We shall meet in our next video. Till then, bye bye.